This is the new Gigabyte X3D Aero Darkwood motherboard, and I spent days planning an absolute masterpiece around it. And then I almost completely ruined it. For a long time, PC design was stuck in a loop of blinding rainbow RGB or sleek minimalist, you don't see me anymore. But lately, there's been somewhat of a shift. And honestly, nobody has read the room better than Gigabyte's design team. Over the last while, they've nailed the minimalist trend with the Ice editions. They brought high-end studio maturity with the x870E Pro. And just when you thought they'd reached peak of component design, they dropped this. The new Gigabyte Aero X3D Darkwood motherboard. Now I'm gonna make a bold claim right at the start of this video. This is without a question, the most beautiful piece of printed circuit board I've ever held. It looks less like a tech product and more like high-end architectural flexing. Today we are going completely all in on this theme. We've upgraded the studio vibes and we're building into a system that entirely honors this aesthetic. Not only is this the most beautiful motherboard that's ever motherboarded, it's also jam-packed with features as you expect from a high-end x870E board. We need to talk about why this board is an absolute architectural masterpiece under the hood. On the Gigabyte's website, they say, and I quote, "Raw texture reveals timeless elegance." As cheesy as that marketing mumbo-jumbo is, it's also entirely true. This isn't just a pretty board to look at. Though underneath all that style, it's rocking the heavy-hitting AMD x870E chipset. And it's packed with quality of life features that rival way more expensive options. Now look at this. The main M.2 slot is covered by a heatsink that would easily cool down an angry Reddit moderator. This slot allows for Gen 5 NVMe drives, while the other 3 slots which are housed underneath this absolute chonker of a heatsink are all Gen 4. I absolutely love these easy latches Gigabyte is using lately, and these are the best ones yet. They are held in place with pretty strong magnets on one side, so you can't really misalign them. And on the other side is the latch to secure it down. Plus, exclusive to the Aero wood boards, they added these premium looking leather pull tabs. So cool. And at the back of the board, we have almost full coverage steel backplate in the same color scheme as the front. Screams premium. What makes the Aero X3D work so well is, I guess, the restraints. A lesser design team would have thrown faux wood wrapping across the entire thing and call it a day. Gigabyte treated the dark wood elements like trim on a luxury car dashboard. It contrasts beautifully against the deep matte charcoal blocks of the heatsink. It feels premium to the touch, it feels heavy, it feels deliberate. To pull off an organic high-end theme like this, every single piece of the puzzle has to fit perfectly. For the canvas, we're using the Antec C8 wood edition, a dual chamber panoramic enclosure that uses genuine wood framing to completely shift the mood of the room. From a sterile tech cube that you see everywhere, to something that feels right at home next to these walnut studio walls. Inside the heart of the system is the gaming king itself, the AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D. We're pairing that with 96 gigs of G.Skill DDR5 at 6000 mega transfers at CL30, keeping the lines clean and somewhat low profile. Fans I want to use as case fans are these Inwin Sirius Loop 120mm ARGB fans. They're not super powerful. I think they go up to about 2000 RPM. They're very premium looking, and they have a very subtle RGB ring light around them, which I may or may not use. I like them, they're cool. And for our GPU, the pure engineering beauty of the MBA AMD Radeon 7900 XTX, and it's the Gigabyte version. I wanted to keep it as analog as possible, so air cooling was the way. I initially was trying to source a deep cool AK620 G2. However, there is no stock in the country, but then I thought I have the perfect cooler to replace it sitting in my office, the legendary Noctua NHD 15S. Thankfully, mine is the Chromax Black version with the iconic brown and beige fans, but it needed something a little bit extra. So we're going to add a little custom work. I picked up some high quality textured vinyl wrap that closely matches the tone of the Aero motherboard, and with my new walnut slats behind me, we're going to give the top plates of the Noctua towers a subtle facelift. Now that we've got all our components together, sit back, relax, and enjoy this build with me. Oh, and I almost forgot. I've been dying to use this. This is the Thermalright AM5 Secure Frame V2. Thank you, Rebel Gaming, for sending this over. I am so keen to try it out. Nice. My dudes, how sick is this build? Beautiful and manly at the same time. Probably, actually, no, definitely the most awesome build I have ever done. Now, as you saw at the very start of this video, the plan was flawless. But before I show you the massive ball ache of how I had to rescue the aesthetic disaster that I created, Gigabyte's BIOS layout remains incredibly intuitive, and they've even custom themed the interface to match the Darkwood, which is such a cool touch. Setting up the Expo profile for the RAM took literally one click, and setting up PBO worked as well as ever with a negative 20 millivolt offset on the CPU. Of course, this board holds the Gigabyte X3D moniker, which means that when you pair it with an X3D CPU, you can unlock even more performance out of it. Gigabyte has developed an exclusive onboard hardware controller that reacts to changes on how your CPU operates way faster than a standard operating system ever could. Max Performance Mode will give you a perfectly balanced profile for both gaming and productivity workloads, while Extreme Gaming Mode will actually disable SMT or simultaneous multi-threading, and also does some other witchcraft to maximize your FPS all the way to the moon. Your results will vary between applications and games, but it's a very nice feature to have. When I started putting this together inside the Antec C8's curved glass chassis, which by the way, to work in is an absolute, it was a purely therapeutic experience. Maybe it was all the wood elements and that minimal disco RGB, but it was a genuinely good time. Everything just came together so nicely around this Aero Darkwood board. It runs super cool, like the NHG15 on this thing is smashing it. Temperatures are not going over 75 running Cinebench. It didn't go above, what, 38 decibels, which is, if you know, you know, it's quiet. And keep in mind, that is even after removing the front fan from the heatsink to give the NHD15 a cleaner look. Because I wanted to see the RAM, and it just, the NHD15 was taking up a lot of space. And as you saw at the very start of this video, that's exactly where everything went wrong. My big problem. I originally went with the massive Noctua air cooler because I wanted the system to have a silent, reliable, and purely mechanical soul. I wanted it to look like a piece of organic art while quietly destroying any game or rendering task I throw at it. But look at it. The Noctua is completely stealing the show with its sheer girth. And I'm not seeing the actual star of this video being the Aero Darkwood. And it's not only the Noctua, it's also the rear case fan, which covers up half of that manly wood finish on the rear I/O. I couldn't leave it like this. So I've spent the last few days trying to devise a plan to showcase the Aero a bit more. I tried custom woodifying the modern AIOs I have here with me, like the Corsair IQ Link H170i. I think it came out really cool. Unfortunately, a 420mm does not fit in this case. I tried. And I tried with my beloved Arctic Liquid Freezer 3 Pro. which yes, was a massive ball ache to do, but it was also fun. Total arts and crafts vibes on my coffee table. Ultimately, I settled on a slightly older AIO, and I think for this specific build, it gives us the best looking result possible. What do you guys think? I am absolutely in awe of how this turned out. From this incredible Antec C8 curved glass chassis, the subtle glow of the matching RGB, the heavy presence of the reference 7900 XTX has inside this chamber, all the way to the absolute showstopper that is the Gigabyte X3D Aero Darkwood. Gigabyte has officially proven that PC hardware doesn't have to look like a toy. They've given us something truly mature. I'm calling it now. Wood and leather motherboards are in our future, and I am all in. I want to know what you guys think of this direction. Are you down for the organic wood-toned luxury look? Or are you sticking with that rainbow RGBTQ? Let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video and the stuff I do, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay lekker. Okay, thanks, bye.